Hello, it's Felicity here from Sanissa Tarot. This is July tarot reading for the sign of Leo. And the deck I'm using today is Tarot Art Nouveau by Los Calabel. Now let's get started. I sincerely ask the guidance from the universe to give advice to those who have moon, sun, or rising in the sign of Leo in July. So this is July tarot reading for those who have moon, sun, or rising in the sign of Leo. We'll look at the general energy at play in July and how you connect with others on the emotional level, and we'll look at your career as well. And I will pull a few more cards than usual. It's because it brings out the best from this deck. I sincerely ask for the guidance from the universe to give advice to those who have moon, sun, and rising in the sign of Leo. This is July tarot reading for the sign of Leo. Okay, now okay, I hope that you see clearly. The overall feeling I get is that you may have a chance to interact with a male figures or some male figures. And this month, you may try to avoid something, and it's like emotionally you're trying to avoid something, and physically there's a sense of things falling apart, strong wind that is going to carry you away from something. Emotionally there's some kind of tempest going on, and physically you will feel like there's some kind of energy that is trying to get you to somewhere, and maybe there's some kind of communication going on. Maybe you get an idea, or you get a message or a piece of news that you do not want to get. Alright, so steadfast, you have to hold on to something. It encourages to have faith, and this kind of news or ideas it's trying to bring out your emotional junk. You have been trying to avoid this kind of information or news, but then this month in July is going to bring out to you. And it's also about cutting some kind of cord, energetic cord with others. It doesn't require you to go to some kind of professions to cut it, but then suddenly you get some kind of news, information that, alright, it's done. What is done is done. It's time to leave certain situation. It's time to let go certain situation, and you have been avoiding, and in July it's like you cannot avoid it anymore. It's time. So the universe will try to help you to take you out of certain situation. Maybe a partnership, maybe friendship, maybe relationship. And of course it's kind of some kind of things falling apart. Universe is going to do it for you. You have known it for a long time, you just don't take action. Alright, so this month you cannot avoid anymore. Maybe some other outside external circumstances going to help you to cut it off. And so that's is instead of avoiding, try to gather the courage to face it. Alright. Emotionally, when it comes to connecting with others, there's some kind of reflection going on. People are going to reflect the things that you need to know, and some kind of communication going on. People are going to visit you, and you will see the reflection of yourself by interacting with others. And a lot of people are trying to tell you something, and take their advice. Also, there's some kind of authority figure coming into your life, and whether you want to face it or not, they are going to help you. Your friends or family members going to help you, and it's like they will see you, see your true self. They understand you. The people around you understand you. So they are going to tell you something about yourself. And it's like there's an authority figure, maybe a male figure, maybe a mentor figure, and trying to tell you something. And so emotionally you will learn a lot. And also try not to struggle. It's like an internal struggle. You would like to get something from others, but then others may not be ready to give you something in terms of emotions. Alright, so instead of forcing your way, and try to know why you have to get something. And it feels like maybe you meet someone who is very familiar to you, like they bring out your own reflection. It's emotionally you are connected with this person, and you have to face your true self. Alright, and there's a lot of hard work to do, a lot of work for you to do. To face yourself is not easy, especially it brings out some shadow side of within you. Alright, so emotionally, maybe a male figure, a mentor figure trying to tell you something. Maybe suddenly you realize in relationship there's someone involved other than yourself and your boyfriend or girlfriend. Maybe there's some kind of triangular relationship going on. Maybe you trying to get the attention from your love interest. Maybe the other person is trying to get the same attention from your love interest as well. So really it's not easy to face, but then you have to let your own true self show to others. It's not to compete. And when you are true to yourself, when you are confident about yourself, you do not need to compete. If you would like to compete in a relationship, in some kind of partnership, it's better to go to Miss World competition, right? So you need to understand your own value instead of trying to compare and compete in some kind of situation. When it comes to area of career, again, there's some kind of bullying or harassment going on. It's good to understand your own value. You also seems like there's a choice to make. Pay attention to some kind of verbal harassment or physical harassment. and it's going to challenge your own value system. How much attention you pay to yourself, how much value you pay to yourself. And also it's about honesty. If there's some kind of bullying going on, you have to take action and not just let this kind of harassment going on. Alright, so that you have a choice to make. Also, it seems like things are out of your control. Maybe the harassment, the bully coming from your senior or your boss. And also there's a choice that you need to make, whether to stay or to leave. If you leave, you have to have a faith that you can survive, you can get another job. And also it's about letting go. It's about not just stay and just being stubborn. Sometimes when you dwell on something, it's not going to create some kind of healthy balance in your psyche. Alright, so make a choice and ask for the divine guidance as well, and trust yourself. It's time to trust, to have faith in the universe. And when it comes to bullying, harassment, you have to make a choice, and also not to just being stubborn and hold on to something. Focus on how much you value your own self, physically and emotionally and psychologically. I hope you enjoyed this reading. For personal reading, please click the link in the description box below. See you next month. Bye.